Hello pilots and welcome to Season 4 of Flight Academy, brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming. As always, my name is Phil. Full format rules and lists are in the description below, and you can see all of the lists in the video linked in the top right hand corner of the screen now. But for the final game of round 2, I am joined by...
My name is Fraser, and it's great to be back, Phil. Thank you for having me again, it's been wonderful.
No worries, Fraser, it's great to have you here. And what's even more fun is this is actually our game.
I know. I remember it very well, and I enjoyed it a lot, I must say.
Yeah, it was quite a fun
Again,
game.
without spoilers, obviously, because we've only just started. It was really good.
Well, what I think I liked about this game is you got two very interceptory style ships. You've got obviously your TIE Interceptor, which I'm not going to lie, I love the TIE Interceptor. It's one of my favourite ships.
Interceptor ships are I love playing that kind of game with really fast, not a lot of hull. It's all about the flying, and yeah, that's just my favourite way of playing. So I love these guys, and it was really great to try out the Second Sister, recently acquired from the Hot Shots 2 pack.
Second Sister is a great pilot. I do like Second Sister.
And Vult as well. Nobody's knocking Vult. I do like my Vult Skerris. I know some people are a bit torn on him, but I do like him.
I've still not had much luck with him. I know you're a big fan of Vult, and I think we had a game many moons ago where you did use Vult, and I had Sienna instead, and it was an interesting to see the difference there. But Volt's got an interesting ability that can come quite in handy. But let's see how this one goes.
Yeah, I was certainly looking forward to this one because I could see it happening in this one. The best way he can work is he's got an I5 opponent that matches him. He gains the initiative, and then he can trigger it so that he moves first, sees where they go, then goes, aha, now I'm going to shoot first. But before I do, I action, and I can then reposition. So you get the double tap of the auto thruster.
Yeah, which is quite interesting. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's looking like you've got an early long-range shot with Second Sister. So, fortunately, that's outside of Proton Rocket range, which is...
It is. And also definitely not a bullseye. Yes, no, indeed.
Not bullseye, so no Deadeye Shot on there.
No. Just a stand. I mean, that's a good start. That's a great start.
That is good. Spending a force to get the 3 hits. And that is on Gallia, so I do get Elusive, but that is an early shield off on Addy.
I will take it. Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business with you, sir.
But this is where it gets interesting now, because obviously I've got to swing around that obstacle, and you can turn in quite quickly. A too hard would get you in nicely past there.
A lot of choice.
Yeah. Although I now have the initiative, which actually is really quite handy. Interesting.
I'd call that quite a conservative choice in that regard. Could have gone a lot faster, and I'm wondering how that would have played out. What would have been the right course?
Either a 3-bank or a 2-hard to try and intercept the deltas as they come round would have been something I would have been...
Yeah, okay. I'm going over there to avoid the rock. I'm wondering if I had done the 3, and that was my debate, would the 3 have taken me too far into the debris field?
No, I think the 3 would have cleared quite nicely.
Yeah, seeing it now, I agree, would have been a bit further out, and I could have swung back in left, which may or may not have worked in my favour there.
But I'm aggressively using that force to get the boost off the back of that 3-bank to get right round.
Big move is great. Big move is great here.
Yeah, Vult is not close enough for me to sneak a target lock, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame.
Certainly working out.
Oh, actually, no, it can't be.
I think he was just out.
It's so close.
It was really close, but I think it was a case of worth the risk as well.
Yeah. I mean, I've already got the lock on Second Sisters, so trying to utilise R3 in this way to get that second lock. I could have obviously dropped that lock on the obstacle, but
yeah,
you don't have anything jamming, so it didn't really.
No, not needed. Not needed. Yeah, so the Second Sister's out, unfortunately, and had I gone for the 3-bank, I could have potentially come in left and had a nicer shot on you.
Yeah. Now just debating what to do with Obi. Do I also push round with him? No, saving the force and just going for
Building up the lock, always good.
R3 was. I actually found R3 was a really good choice in this tournament. Again, you're coming up against 2 ships, so if you can lock them both, that is just so powerful.
Yeah, no, it really came up. It really showed its worth in this tournament. Didn't do the hard 2. Didn't. Surprised by that one, actually. I thought I might have done. But I played defensively. They're going for the big swing.
Going for that loop around. Oh, it would appear I did get the lock. That suddenly appeared. I didn't even see that go down.
Yeah, okay.
Once again,
I'm going to guess hard 2. And it is. One of my favourite combos, and you saw this last season with the Grand Inquisitor. My favourite character. The big hard turn, and then follow that up with the extreme maneuver boost. Look at that.
There were quite a few times where I wished I had extreme maneuvers on these Delta 7s in some of the games. I'm not going to lie.
It's one of my favourites. The big difference you've got here is that the Advanced V1, which we had last season, has the blue hard one, which meant to be even tighter, whereas this one, the Interceptor, has the blue 2. So it's not quite as tight as the V1, but still a beautiful combo. I'm really excited to actually have it on an Interceptor chassis. We haven't had a Force user in the Interceptor.
Yeah, and Second Sister's ability is great. After the neutralize damage step, you can spend both your force to turn them all to crits. I mean, I've managed to put through a 5-dice Proton Rocket attack and use the ability and turn it to 5 crits, and I'm not going to lie.
It's savage, isn't it? If you can get all of that, beautiful. Poetry in motion.
I haven't quite got out of Second Sister's arc, and I'm not sure if that's obstructed. It's so
closest to closest.
Well, closest to closest within arc. Your arc is slightly off, so I don't think that.
So it's not point to point actually. So it might just be unobstructed with.
Yeah. Oh, Vult coming in.
Another big 3. Another big 3.
Really fast.
Risking it for a chocolate biscuit.
Absolutely.
And I think we're tapping if I remember right, I think I'm tapping my charge.
Yeah.
So waiting for the engagement phase before I action.
Oh, Foresight triggering.
But yes.
And getting a damage through as well. Because Foresight is before you can actually do your action, so it stops you from getting that.
And I'm looking at all those eyes, and I'm sad.
I mean, if that was Second Sister, she could have spent.
That'd be hilarious. Just go.
Forced to do it.
So first, well, no, it's not true. It's not first blood. Hit point down each.
Yep, I got the first hole, you got the shield. Obviously, you have no shields on the Interceptor. That would be just so
Don't
good.
need him. Don't need him. I wished.
Yeah.
Taking the evade.
I like it. I like it.
If in doubt, take the evade on these guys.
Only downside is I do get to shoot first, and that is a bullseye shot, range 1. So 4 dice plus the calibrated laser targeting focus. I've got no.
So is this the heightened perception trigger?
No, this is not high perception because I have initiative.
Okay.
This is adding Gallia, spending the target lock and focus, getting 4 hits there.
Ouch.
And making you have to spend that focus to
spend
live. That is
yeah.
an absolutely ideal outcome for me.
Yeah, it was the best result though. That was the best result. I had to spend the evade. I got all 3 evades, but yeah, I'm already down to 1 health on Vult.
Yeah, a nice return shot though.
Oh, big, yeah, I'm loving that.
And that is hit crit on Gallia. So we are half points apiece there. What is the crit? And the crit is damaged engine, so that's hard turns are now even harder.
Ow. I mean, we're playing properly aggressive though.
Oh, I think in this format you have to play aggressive. And that's something I've seen from previous seasons that you can't slow play it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
From Second Sister.
The only downside we've got here is that we've got no rerolls, no target lock. And I could have taken targeting computer on the Second Sister, and I did not do that.
I think targeting computer is an incredibly good shout. I've actually, when flying Second Sister, I've actually been taking the targeting computer just to really make that proton rocket shot even better. It would be my
one change. If I had this, I could do it all again, I would take the targeting computer.
Yeah,
trade out Deadeye and take targeting computer.
I mean, I'm surprised you took Deadeye over marksmanship, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it was a lean into I know I'm going to be able to crit everything if I can with the 2/4.
And
I wanted it all. I was going to lean into I'm not blocking. I'm just going to go full out into whatever I get, what I get, traditional interceptor mode.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be a nice use of a point. But yeah, I would definitely take targeting computer if I had my time again.
I think other than the shield, a target lock on a TIE Interceptor is the only other thing I say that I truly miss from a standard Interceptor. But
here we are, taking the strain for the Vult ability.
Nice, I like it. And saying hello to Sloop.
Yes, we didn't do that last time. It was the Foresight that stopped me, actually. We've done it now.
No mods for Addy except for a Force, but that is a really nice 2 Sloop, and that looks like a K there from Obi-Wan, fully anticipating where Vult is going.
If you have, it's a beautiful move. It is. That's really taken advantage of that.
And eagle-eyed of you will have noticed that the wrong ship got put back there. But when I was re-overlaying this and I noticed that, Second Sister was put back almost exactly where she was supposed to be. It's actually very impressive that we managed to get her.
We were worried. We actually were worried about that, weren't we? It's hang on. That was wrong. We did the wrong thing.
Yeah, I actually went back when I was editing this just to sort of like flick back and forth, and Second Sister miraculously went back almost exactly where she was supposed to be.
There you go. I'll take it.
But that is a great spot for me for Vult to be right now. Obviously, you do have initiative though, so you can trigger all of your shenanigans to make that slightly better for you.
So I'm looking at it and I'm quite happy because I'm going, right, I can trigger here first.
Yeah.
However,
just
there
trying
is
to
one
decide where.
there is one thing we did forget, and it's written in beautiful white writing for everyone to see, just under the words brilliant evasion and above the word marksmanship.
Yeah, it's one of those things, trying to remember what you've got sometimes. It's really weird. We've only got 2 ships, but in 25 minutes, it's so easy to forget some of the triggers.
You got a lot going on. That's the thing. Even when it's just 2 ships.
Yeah, I mean yours is obviously a lot cleaner with only 4 upgrades.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to remember that. So it's always really important to obviously try and look down at your cards occasionally,
Mm-hmm.
like I just did and remembered heightened perception.
Exactly. Would have been great because it was a real shame for me because I could have gone, right, I'm going to barrel out of your arc and you don't have to see me anymore. I get a nice shot into your side, but that was my Achilles heel. You absolutely very well deserved there.
I mean, at the moment, it's just hitting 3 focuses, but I'm just going full aggression, marksmanship, and spending all my force. Get 3 in there. You are strained, so you're rolling 1 less.
Yeah, so it made no difference, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you did roll 1 extra.
I did notice, and I did it again, yeah. But it was even that I was still dead because I was only rolling 3.
So, yeah.
He's still dead.
Heightened perception really paid off for me there. It was just absolute... Because I was looking at it going, right, where is Vult going to end up going? You were probably going to try and barrel roll auto thrusters into the boost, and I had you obviously in a nice kill box with Obi and Addy, and then I just went, oh, heightened perception.
Without that, it would have been a really interesting to see how it paid off.
Oh, and that's
what a roll there. Not letting me recover from my squad mate's death there.
Yeah, I mean, that was an absolute savage turnaround there. Obviously, you did a lot of damage to Addy in the last round, but yeah, just bringing that straight back in, and now... I mean, it's still second sister with a procket, 2 force, extreme maneuvers. There's still a lot to obviously cover there, and both my ships are stressed, so it's not like I can just do a sloop to come back in and around. I've got to actually just go on normal, like blue and whites to try and actually catch you now.
It feels like I certainly could capitalise on something here.
Yeah, I mean, 1 misstep from Addy Gallia and she is gone, like, so easily.
Playing with the evades, playing it safe. Okay, we are auto thrustering. Going right. Okay. Honestly, not sure what my thought of logic was there, but we'll see what happens.
I actually kind of think if I was in your position, I would have stayed where I was.
Yeah.
Because you would have... Addy would have had to have come at you, and at worst case scenario, it would be range 0 shooting. You would catch Addy.
Could have come out fairly well with that. I'm thinking that maybe I had another turn in there. You were going to come in front of me during that time.
Yeah.
Or maybe just fear of the debris field.
There is that. But let's see. Oh, I think that's a bump with Addy into the back of second sister.
Yep.
Does clear the stress, which is quite nice. I did originally I took the focus for some reason, and then went, no, why? I can't spend it. There's no point doing it.
Well, why do you need it?
So, but it is a range 0. It's only 2 dice, can't modify, so 2 focuses is absolute trash there.
It is.
But this is actually super awkward positioning. because you've got to go ship left.
Yeah.
You clear the stress because you can't clear that gas cloud, which means Obi-Wan is going to struggle to get back into position without doing a red. And Gallia is going to have to do a hard turn, which is obviously more stressful because of damaged engine. But extreme maneuvers coming in there again.
Yeah, definitely made really good use out of it, which I was happy with.
It's just really good for that defensive.
Yeah,
like defensive and offensive. It works well in both ways. Just the ability to have the option of how hard your boosts are just gives you so much more flexibility.
it does.
But yeah,
And you often find that just the bank is never enough.
Yeah.
But to get your bullseye in with your hard boost, that's pretty enjoyable.
Well, just
Rerolling just the one.
Course.
So it should be okay again with my evade.
Yeah, you got your evade, so
all good.
So this is, unless we play super fast somehow, this is likely to be the final round, and you're in a nice position just to sort of like stay out of the way of Addy, because Addy's the one you'd want to be taking out, but you're just not going to get a chance to because she's behind you.
I think you're quite right. My mistake was to turn when I turned. Had I stayed, or had I gone left even and you bumped into me, would have been preferable.
Yeah, that extreme maneuvers a couple of rounds ago was. It was. I agree. I think it was kind of the wrong call. I think sticking where you were, and just having that focus, getting a potential range 0 shot at Addy, possibly taking her out, but also not being stressed for the next turn, so you could have had a white hard turn in there.
Yeah, and we're just now we've got to be concentrated on the movement because we just don't want to be shot by her, because that's basically worse at this point.
Yeah, Obi-Wan's spending the force for his barrel roll.
Yeah.
Getting a super close range 1 just because it doesn't matter how close I am, it's range 1. Bullseye. Got the focus.
Do a lot of nasty stuff there, unfortunately.
Target lock, focus, marksmanship, calibrated laser targeting. Works out of 4 dice in total. Oh, and with that focus, it is
full house.
3 hits and a crit. You've got an evade in there.
Don't think I've got any more.
I think
I can spend the focus. Okay.
You got the focus, so it's a hit crit.
Yep. As long as it's not direct hit.
No, it was a hit. Well, originally you pulled a fuel leak, but it's hit.
That was the wrong way. Yeah, I pulled them out the wrong way, so I think
they were both fuel leaks, to be honest.
They were both fuel leaks. Okay, there you go. So destined for a fuel leak.
But you get your range 1 shot back.
Do very well by the looks of it.
Yep. Oh, and there's the force to trigger, and just the one, so a shield on Obi-Wan at the end there.
Such a good ending roll from you there, dude.
Yeah, that was I really enjoyed that game because although obviously heightened perception came in clutch, I really had to try to catch those interceptors was always going to be a challenge. And I had to really maximize my opportunities when I got them, and fortunately for me it did actually work out that way.
It paid off. It was the winning card for you in that game. And had it not been there, it would have been fascinating to see how Vult played out, because that was quite a nice position for him, I think. But very well done. Very well done.
Thank you, and I thoroughly enjoyed that game. It was a good first game.
Yeah, it was. It was really good fun, that.
Well, let's have a quick gander at the table now to see how everything is stacking up. So 2 games in, Ben is still at the top of the table, 2 wins with 9 points. Scott in second, Madbot's in third, Josh in fourth. I'm in fifth place with 4 points. Then it's Andy, Wes, Connor, and unfortunately, Fraser, you are currently at the bottom, but
Yeah,
still plenty of games to go to turn
can
this
always
around.
turn it around. Can always turn it around.
Always turn it around. But that is the second round of Flight Academy. We still have so many more games to go. So Fraser, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Phil. Appreciate it.
And guys, as I said, more videos to come. So don't forget, like the videos, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.